Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. So now we're doing the extended. Okay, so we had this card which had kind of mixed emotions about, because it felt like saying like, oh, put yourself out there, put yourself out there. And I feel that it is about putting yourself out there, but I think it's more about putting yourself out there in a more positive way. Right? We guard ourselves. I feel like this was guarding yourself from negative energies and only putting yourself out there for those reserved individuals that you really want to. Okay? So I disagree with the oracle meaning, which is, I mean, no surprise, you know, like, sometimes you read the book and the card comes out, but there's more in the card, just in the image. Okay? And if you're a reader, you know this, right? You know this. Like I said, I felt more like the Eight of Swords, caging yourself, and I think it's just being afraid. It has given me another 10, okay? This is 37, 10, 10, 2, 3 plus 7, 10. And this is the Oracle's gift. And I feel this cup is always, first of all, the Ace of Cups, that's one. Two, I feel there's like hot liquid, but this is like the fire in the cup. So I feel it's not just about the heart. I think it's about the heart and your spark coming together to form something really special within you. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, I really feel that. So, let's see here. Had to take a break, make sure somebody was choking downstairs. I want to make sure that they weren't actually choking, just, you know, clearing their throats. So, seems all is okay. So let's continue on. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords, and that is about theft, feeling undermined. It's about deception, opposition. It's not a great card, okay? Let's just face it. Although this deck is beautiful. If you haven't seen the reading for yesterday, I'm using the new Mystic Palette by Ciro Marchetti, okay? It's beautiful. Beautiful cards. The colors are always fantastic. So, I'm looking at this one here, and yeah, I just feel that this card is like elevating you above all of that. You want to be away from this negativity, okay? You really want to fly away from this week. Absolutely. So I'm going to use the Enchanted Dreams Tarot, which is a deck that it feels very similar in the way that it shuffles. If you are not a member and you want to see the flip through, I do a flip through. I give my opinions, possible fixes, because this is a very large deck. Yeah, so all right, so let's see here. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Work yourself out of corners, I would say. Do some really quality work. And I feel that's what they've been saying. Like from yesterday, they were going, look, don't spend your energy on negative crap. Don't let negativity come in, okay? I used the example of making lists. To-do lists are great, but they can leave you feeling like a failure. You do a to-do list, you can't accomplish the whole thing in your day or in your week, and then you look at all the unchecked things and you go, oh, I could just, you know, I don't know why even try. Instead, do not a to-do list, but a possibility list, like things of possible things you want to get done this week. You don't need to put any check marks beside them. It's to keep your eye on it, to see, you know, like things. It's a reminder more than it is a to-do list. What I want you to do is, as you accomplish things during the day, I want you to write it wherever you write your to-do list and put a check as soon as it is done. Not to do when it is done. I don't care if it's washing the toilet. I don't care if it's washing the dishes. I don't care if it's going for a walk. I don't care if it's feeding your pet. Okay? I want you to list down all the things that you do in a day that makes you feel accomplished. This is work at things that make you feel accomplished. Don't work at things that make you feel not accomplished. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay, put the spark back into your cup. Fill your cup with spark. Don't fill it with stuff, okay? When you fill it with that, you will be more inclined to take a jaunt out of the cage, the self-imposed cage that you have built for yourself, okay? So that's the feeling this week, and that's a general message. The second card of the block was the Hermit card. And as soon as I saw this one, I thought, yeah, the Hermit card is definitely one. If you go too deep in the Hermit, you can end up digging yourself a hole. The Hermit burrows in their caves to get insight. But it's to know when to stop burrowing and to start getting the insight. Okay? If you burrow too deep, you're going to go so far you may not be able to find your way out. Six of Cups also in reverse. So it's saying you're going to steal the joy out of your life. Okay? Yeah. This Six of Cups always gives me the feeling that she is looking back in the past and into the future and, you know, at herself now and seeing, like, in this one, I feel there's so much, like, there's an equal of, you know, the innocence of youth, the present moment, and the possibilities of a bright future. And I feel that if you go too much Hermit, you kind of just disintegrate all that. It's like making a to-do list that's so big, and you don't take into consideration everything else that happens in your day that may stop you to get that to-do list. Your life is not a to-do list. You're a human physical body. You need time to drink, to eat. You need time to sometimes take 5 minutes to meditate. Somebody gets in your face, you need another 5 minutes. Those are all accomplishments in your day, okay? Took 5 minutes, meditated, uplifted my energy. That should go in your things that I've done today, okay? Absolutely. We sometimes forget that we are intricate beings. We're not just jots on a list, okay? So squeezing the joy out of something by looking simply at a to-do list and not taking into consideration anything else, it's a lack of insight and it's digging yourself a hole. So I feel this is the thing this week. Don't dig yourself a hole, okay? So at your ground, you had the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is about intense emotions for me. Okay, when I look at the Knight, I've always seen him as a love him and leave him, you know? He loves you one day, he leaves you the next. He is the emotional equivalent of a very scary person, okay? What do you call him, a love bomber? Yeah, this is it. Love bomb you one day, ghost you the next, okay? Falls in and out of love. And to me, it's not just that he is that. I feel that's the emotions we feel. In one moment, we can feel intense emotion and anger or resentment or just all of those things. And then the next moment, we're quite okay, right? We feel contentment. So you've got to be careful with this. All right. So, yeah, the two cards that kind of flipped out for this was the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords, indicating to me both that there's a the ideal situation here would be to get away from this as fast as you can and also rest, okay? Sometimes, you know, for me, I'm talking just for me in particular, I find that when the emotions get away from me really, really badly, it's because I'm in really a deep need of rest, okay? A deep need of a break. Deep need of getting away from the situation. Remember I said that 5 minutes? This is also this. When you need that 5 minutes to regroup and get things together. If you feel yourself losing control of your emotions, it's time to ground yourself. It is time to just... The Knight of Swords is about swiftly getting the hell out of Dodge, okay? So swiftly get the hell away from that and go take a moment to rest. Absolutely. It's probably the best advice I can give anybody who's suffering through an emotional intensity. Okay. So at the crown, you have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is about heartbreak, but it's also about seeing the truth. When we have a major heartbreak or major thing that happens that, you know, kind of breaks things down, I feel that it has an affinity to the Tower. It shakes things up enough that when you're at your lowest, you can really see clearly, right? When somebody's hurt you over and over again, but there's that final hurt that happens when you finally say, I can't be with this person anymore, okay? you had the clarity of thought of thinking, wow, this is the, you know, when you finally realize it, you can usually admit to yourself that it hasn't happened since, it just didn't happen overnight. There were signs, there were clear indications that this was not going to happen, unless, you know, it's that manipulative person who is like, you know, pure evil, which there are some, you know. They, like I said, love bomb one day, ghost the next. Those are the kind of, but the love bomb would also be, that would be a clear, like, flag. So, you know, just it's about facing the truth. It's about looking at it and going, yeah, I see it now for what it was. I see it for what it is. And now I can move forward, because it's like hitting, it's not like hitting, it's hitting rock bottom in emotion. Queen of Cups, insight, okay? So the insight here is this, okay? Before I go blowing it up and confusing everybody, the insight is this. Your to-do list is the evil part, but you have created the evil to-do list, okay? This thing that holds you accountable for every little action in your day, that tells you that you are failing, that you're not getting it done. Instead of writing down all the things you do during the day, if you sit in an office like I do, you know, you can write things down. Like after this reading, I'm going to write 2 readings done, because I did 2 readings I did yesterday's and today's today. You guys know this. I've told you this, if you're, you know, my people. And then I also did a member video. Okay, so I did 3 readings today. I'm super awesome. I've already got 2K steps done, so I can write 2K steps done. Click, right? I still got 8 to do. That's on my list. That's my to-do list for the day. But I've got 2 done. And then I'm going to carry on. Okay? I'm going to carry on. I gave the bunny her maintenance medicines. They're stuff that I give her, probiotics and joint care and stuff. I gave her those things. She's taken care of, right, for the day. And I'm going to continue on. I'm just going to keep going, okay? So, at the end of the day, there'll be a whole bunch of things. And you say, well, Jane, do you have to write every single thing? Sure, write everything that you do in your day. Because what's going to happen is it's going to balance out the things on your to-do list that you're still looking at as a reminder of things that you need to get done. And I wouldn't do a daily to-do list. I'd do a weekly one if I were you, just letting you know. Little tricks that make you feel better, right? Put the most important stuff that needs to be done at the beginning of the list, and the less important stuff that can be done during the week at the bottom of the list. But just run through that list, okay? But don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself, okay? And then if you can transfer it in the list of things that you have done, then do it, okay? Show yourself just how much you accomplish, how much you didn't put on your to-do list that you accomplish every single day. I know, I'm harping on a to-do list, but trust me, feel it, okay? I'm telling you guys, feel it inside of yourself, okay? Receive this information. Receive the positive. See for what it is, okay? All right, so the before was the 3 of Pentacles. These are gorgeous. This card is just, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at the way the light is. I told you this yesterday, but look. It looks like this card is turned on. The light is turned on in this card. It's like there's a light. Where's the light? Is it back here? Oh yeah, look, it's back here. Look at this light, okay? By the way, this is the extended, the original. The first reading, the one where I pulled all of these cards, was yesterday. Yeah, look at this, you have the Hermit, yes. Instead of digging yourself a hole, okay, this is in the past, you're busy working, you're busy getting things done. You're busy filling up the page of the things that you've done in your day. I have done this, I have done that, I have cleaned this. I took a few clothes out of my closet and decided I was never going to wear it, so I put it in a bag. And that has to be brought to somebody where, I think it's a church sale or whatever. I'm going to give it to the church. Okay, that's done. I did something nice. I accomplished something. I'm not going to wear it anymore, but somebody else might, you know. Now I'm going to do a few dishes. I'm going to do a few this and that. See? See how much you can get done in a day? Absolutely. This was you. You got stuff done. You cleared house, okay? Now, I am only using to-do lists and cleaning as an example, but you know, this could be soul clearing, relationship clearing, career clearing. This could be anything that takes up time in your day, okay? In any and all energy forms. Absolutely. Okay? All right, so what's coming up is the 4, and I had a long discussion. I'm not going to really rehash this one, but I talked about this card yesterday. This is a 4 of Cups, and she doesn't look like a stalemate. She looks more like a pondering time. She looks like she took a good old break. She took that 4 of Swords that we were talking about. She took a little break there, and she's kind of enjoying. She had a nap. She got her emotions back in check. Now she's sitting up by a tree, looking around and going like, yeah, life is pretty good. You know, like, when I don't make it such a drama, it's good. You know, it's good. So, yeah, there you go. So let's see what's coming up with this. Right, 8 of Cups. And you start leaving all of that drama behind, okay? At some point, and I love this. Look, they're not even the same deck, but look, this could be her. She's white and white, okay? Flowers in the hair, flowers in the hair. Look at this, okay? Leaving the Hermit's Cave. Absolutely. Okay? You're going to leave that dark place and just start going on your way. Okay? So absolutely take a rest, take a breath, go in nature. It's a beautiful time of year if you're on my side of the world. Hopefully in Australia and New Zealand, it's not too cold. Okay? Even though it's winter time. It is your fall, I think, still? Or is it? Are we going into summer? We're going into winter there. We're going into winter at the end of June, right? Okay, but you're still in fall. So there you go. Doesn't matter. Cooler weather, sweater, you can still go outside. You can still go outside. Okay? I'm a great advocate of that now. So there you go. You're moving on. You're moving towards intuition. You see the moon in the card here. Okay, towards this beautiful Queen of Cups, getting the insight that you need. You need movement, I think. You need an ebb and a flow. You need a moment to gather your thoughts, find better ones, and instill it in your energy body so that your emotional self is in better check and feels better about themselves. Then you move on into something better, okay? This is what's happening. You're going to take this moment, and then you're going to move on. It's beautiful. So how others see you, these 2 cards came out, and it was the 8 of Wands, which shows a lot going on. Take off, okay? This gives me the feeling, they're not going on the side like they usually do, but they give me the feeling of like SpaceX, you know, the rockets that are launching. I love that. And you also have the Tower card, which really looks like just a house, right? And the lightning shining and coming in, of course. And I just realized that there's this, wait a minute. Let me see. 2 people, and I think it looks like the lovers that you're going to see later on, are falling out. Because he's got the Fool's pants and she has the Fool's hat. So, I feel that things are getting shaken up. They almost look like they're skydiving. Look at her. Look at her pose. Like, you know, like, it's almost like the lightning struck and it almost gives you that extra energy. Maybe it has to do with this right here, with the cup, that inspirational, that spark, that flame, and that's what I feel, that's what people think when they look at you. They go, oh, look, that, it's like, you know what they say, somebody put fire under their butt? This is what I get with this one. People look at you and they go, look, somebody, you know, started a fire under that person's butt. And I could say, yeah, probably some people in my life do think that, especially that I post all my walking achievements on my Facebook now. What they don't know is I'm actually putting it there because next year, when this time comes around, if I'm still not on task, I can see everything that I've accomplished, and it will be an instant memory of how I feel, because I feel very good right now. And if I can capture that in an image, so that when I see it, if I'm not to task. I'll just go, oh yeah, that felt good. I remember how good I felt. Maybe I should start doing that again. See? It's like stacking the deck to constantly remind you of the wins that you have, okay? And don't let people tell you, oh, you know, you're annoying, or I find people annoying who are always like posting the best stuff. Post the best stuff in your life. It's like writing down the things that you've accomplished on your to-do list. You want to remind yourself how great you are, okay? We spend too much time reminding ourselves how not great we are. Okay, so this, yeah, they're seeing the intensity of emotion. There he is again, right? The Knight of Cups. He's there again. So what they're seeing is the intensity of emotion that you're feeling as well. But this could be a very good thing. I feel like it's a good thing that they're seeing the Knight. There is definitely something inciting all of this action because we're getting a lot of Knights. So this week there's going to be a lot coming in to actually make you feel things. Maybe that's why the 7 came in. You're prone to negative emotion because you want to get things done, or you're maybe not able to get all the things you want done. So it's kind of pulling and pushing at you, okay? All right, so how you see yourself, the Lover's card. I love this card so much. I want a hat like that. I want a hat like that. I get one for my husband. I'll take a picture like that. We'd be kissing. Wouldn't that be cute? Yeah. Yeah. I may have not had a childhood, you guys, but I'm making one now. So much fun. It's time to have fun. King of Wands. All right, so you see yourself as harmonizing, taking control. Even if you feel that it might make you look like a fool, okay? What you're doing is you're committing to your well-being. Like I said yesterday, some people may say, oh, you're just, you know, you're creating a success instead of pushing yourself. Failure should push yourself to succeed more. Like if you look at a to-do list and it's not all done, it should, yeah, well, sometimes it has the opposite effect. I know more people who give up on things because they feel bad, right? And nobody wants to feel bad, Pisces. Nobody wants to look at a list and go, well, I failed that. Yeah. No, they're going to give up, and then they're going to go look for things that make them feel good, and they're not necessarily the good things. And I'm going to show you this at the end, because this also came in after with the Devil as an outcome. You want to get away from those cycles of guilt, or those cycles of things that make you feel good but aren't good for you. But because they make you feel good, you want to go running to them, instead of working on the stuff that you should be working on, okay? So, yeah, you're taking the lead, you're committing to your well-being, okay? The Swans, symbol of peace, they have a heart. The Fools, symbol of love, they have a heart. So you're committing to well-being and peace, and you're doing it with a commanding presence, and absolutely you do that. All right, so your hopes and fears is the Fool. Another absolutely fabulous card. I love anything representing the Fool in this deck because it's so colorful. You see the Marseille Fool there. Okay, I'm only showing you these cards again in case you haven't seen yesterday's reading. Go ahead and look at yesterday's reading as well, okay? It is a palette. It is a color palette. It's the Mystic palette, but it's definitely a color palette. This deck is gorgeous. It's beautiful. Beautiful. All right. You have the Four of Wands. Right. So, you're hoping that you can trust the universe and stay open to surprises and unexpected opportunity in this journey. And I've given you one. I've given you a way to get rid of a to-do list that is bogging you down and stopping you from accomplishing things. Instead, write down what you've already accomplished. And if your list you don't feel your list is big enough, thank yourself, celebrate what you have accomplished. This is what the Four of Wands is. Celebrate the stability that you have brought into your life by the things that you've accomplished today. And know that tomorrow you will have it in your mind that I want to do one more thing tomorrow. I want to do a little more tomorrow. And start looking at the week as a whole. You're going to have more days. You're going to have some days that you're going to do a lot. You're going to have some weeks that you're going to do more than others, but it doesn't matter. You're still accomplishing something every day. Celebrate the wins. Celebrate the opportunities. Trust the universe. So with the outcome, let's look at the outcome. First came the Devil, and of course I don't like finishing on the Devil, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, those are the fives. The fives are hard cards. So I always pulled another card just to see what's coming in with. And but the Devil is just talking about this, right? It's kind of the week of what it is. It's a week of turning the cycles of addiction. This is an addictive cycle that we go in, of believing that we're not as good as we are, that we need to be so much more than who we are. You know, it's always about striving for more. Gotta go more, gotta go more. And when you can't, or you're maybe having a hard time, it derails all the progress that you've done. Okay? I don't know, we give up on ourselves so much, don't we? We give up on ourselves so much in life if we can't accomplish. The Star card that came in with it is telling you, look, as long as you have hope, as long as you feel peace, and you always have a chance to renew. This is a big card of renewal, okay? When you feel that you've failed, it's just your thoughts commanding your emotions. Your thoughts is telling you I'm a failure, emotions sink. Okay? They're saying instead to say, look, I accomplished that today. Even if it's just the one thing, I did that real well. I accomplished the hell out of that thing. And I hope and I'm going to renew for tomorrow so that I accomplish more. And that's what you have to be doing. That's what you need to do. Like I said, some days you're going to move the world. Some days you're going to move one grain of sand, but it's okay. Okay? If you're here and everything happens for a reason, it's a good way, it's a good place to start, okay? Maybe that day you were supposed to only move a grain of sand, or maybe something needed to be healed. You needed to pause for a moment, to see something, to feel something, to heal something within the body, the mind, or the spirit, okay? Right. Three of Swords came in. It's the second card that came in. It came in as well. So see it for what it is. See it for what it is. The Three of Swords in my readings are always about seeing the truth in a situation and move on. Move on from it, okay? So, in retrospect, yeah, the negativity is going to want to move in and take over. I'm telling you right now, because it is prevalent in both of these readings. It came in gangbusters. It feels like the emotion of it's going to come in and want to grab onto you and make you feel bad. And I'm telling you right now, you have the ability to boot it in the butt and tell them, not today, Satan. Quite literally. Not today. Okay? Not today, not this week, not this month, not this year. I am going to pick a better feeling to engage with. A better feeling thought, as Abraham calls it, right? Because it's absolutely what that is. You have the thought, you get the feeling. Even Tony Robbins talks about it. You have the thought, you have the feeling. So what do you need to fix? You need to fix the thought. Start thinking positive. Switch it up. I don't care how you do it. I don't care how many rabbits you need to pull out of a hat, Pisces, to get you moving in a different direction than that steam train about to hit that brick wall. Okay? You need to find a better place, a better state of emotions. If your thoughts are making you feel bad, you need to fix your thoughts. And you need to fix you. If there's healing to be done to get rid of those thoughts, that's another thing as well. That I can't help you with. You have to do that work. But the work is there, and it's available. I saw the beautiful three, was it? The three of... Where is it? Where's that beautiful 3? I'm going to find it, Pisces, because I love that card as well. I'm going to put right here. Right here. It was buried right here. Look. Your hard work will pay off. And it's not only this time. See, you have this beautiful ant working at it. And you have the 8. Look, work at it. My other suggestion for you, beautiful Pisces, is that if you're having a hard time with something, do something that requires no thought. Okay? Sometimes I go and just dust. Hey, that's something in itself, because I don't dust. Just take a wet rag and start wiping stuff. Start wiping stuff. It takes 0 thought. You just kind of clean it off, makes the space clearer, takes out dust from the air. It's all good, okay? And it also gets your mind off of whatever that path, or makes you figure out what else you need to do. Go for a walk. Walk your pet. I don't know. Just do something different. Change the energy flow in your physical body by getting up and moving. I'm telling you, this makes that makes all the difference in the world. It is something new for me as well. I used to think that I moved a lot. I didn't. When your energy stagnates, it's usually because you need movement. You need to get up and move. If you're at a desk all day, take the time you need. Take 5 minutes, get up, walk around. Okay? Nobody can deny you that, Pisces. Nobody can deny you that. Okay? Whenever you have the time, get up, walk around. Walk around. It's just as important as eating and drinking, I'm telling you. And it will do a world of good. You may not instantly feel like the world is your oyster, but the major feelings that come in sometimes, just may take the edge off of those, and enough to give you a space in the door to get yourself out. Okay? All right, so that's it for this week, my beautiful Pisces. I have no doubt you will prevail, because you don't give yourself enough credit. And it's time for you to give yourself enough credit. Give yourself enough credit. Mama Jane said so. I said so. Give yourself enough credit for the things you do. Write down all the things you do. I don't care if it's blowing your nose this morning. I want you to write it down. Okay? You've accomplished something. You've cleared your nasal passages. That's an accomplishment. I don't care what it is. Okay? Take good care of yourself this week. Be good to yourself this week. And I will see you later on this week for then and now. We're going to take a look at what's happened then and what's happening now. And yeah, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.